So why am I talking about this now? Because something has shifted in our culture, and most of us can feel it even if we have not named it. Educational institutions exist to develop the human mind, cultivate discernment, and train people to handle complexity without panic. Education should produce people who can evaluate claims, weigh evidence, recognize bias, detect manipulation, and hold competing ideas long enough to test them rather than attacking them immediately. But here is the problem. Schools, churches, and public life have all drifted toward the same pattern: preaching and indoctrination. The pulpit can become propaganda. The classroom can become an ideological factory. And outside both, the loudest preaching of all can come from screens that never sleep, delivering slogans with the force of a drumbeat. When a society stops teaching and starts preaching, it does not become more informed. It becomes more obedient to whoever shouts the loudest. Preaching controls. Teaching done right releases. Control is not always sinister. Parents control a toddler's choices to prevent the child from entering traffic. Firefighters control a crowd during a crisis to prevent harm. In the short term, control can prevent chaos. But when control becomes the main tool for shaping adults, something goes wrong. Preaching offers certainty without requiring effort. It assigns heroes and villains. It demands allegiance. It discourages questions by making them socially expensive. Teaching releases because it treats the learner as a person, not just a container. Teaching assumes free will and respects it. It trains the mind to stand on its own legs. And here is why preaching has an advantage right now. Modern communication is built on speed, not depth. The faster a message spreads, the more valuable it becomes to those seeking influence. The simplest messages travel the quickest. Nuance is heavy. Context is slow. Questions take time. Outrage travels light and fast. Over time, this shapes people. Many have been trained not to reason but to react. And when people are fed a steady diet of preaching, they start to crave it. Questions begin to feel like discomfort. Emotional intensity begins to feel like accuracy. Disagreement begins to feel like danger. That is the drift. It doesn't look dramatic at first. It just makes the mind less patient, less curious, and more dependent on certainty. In the next episode, we'll talk about how that drift turns into danger and what history teaches about the first stage of collapse.